I'm going to be doing today is going to be called Dice Cup. So with this problem, it says, in many tabletop games, it is common to use different dice to simulate random events. A, D, or D is used to indicate a dice. A specific number of faces. D4 indicates a four-sided dice. For example, if several dice of the same type are to be rolled, this is indicating the leading number specifying the number of dice. Hence, 2D6 means the player should roll two six-sided dice and sum the result face values. Write a program that computes most likely the outcome for the sum of the two dice rolls. Assume each dice has a number face starting at 1 and each face has equal roll probability. So input consists of a single line with two integers numbers, n specifying the number of faces of the two dice, and an m 20 number of faces. A line with the most likely outcome in the case of the several outcomes with the same probability, most likely from lowest to highest in separate values. So what we're gonna do is basically do this. So we're gonna get a C++ template. Continue without supporting. Copy this, and then so we're just gonna grab this using namespace, and then we're just gonna go for the most likely outcome of this answer. So we're gonna be doing something like this. So we're gonna be using namespace. So we're gonna read in the first two values, A and B, and then we're gonna read them in. And then we're gonna check if either number is either less than or equal to. So we'll be like, if B is less than A, then we simply just swap them. We swap them in place. So we'll just do swap A and B. And if that's the case, all we need to do is do this for every int I is equal to A plus 1, indicating that, let's say our A value is basically 6. I plus 1 is going to be 7 now. It's going to start at 7. And then we're going to do I is less than 6 plus 2, which is 8. So B plus 2, 6 plus 2. And then we're going to do I plus plus. And what we're going to do from here is basically just print out the value at the end of it, because that's basically what's going on. End line. And then return 0. So the input consists of a single line with a single integer number specifying the number of faces of the two dice. A line with the most likely outcome for the sum. In case of the several outcomes, they must be listed from lowest to highest value in separate lines. So if it's a 6 value dice, that means the outcome of the sum will probably be 7, the most likely outcome. And between 6 and 4, you basically just go between the numbers between 4 and then plus 1 of 6. And that's what we're doing here. So now if we submit this, we should get an answer. Oh. It should have done it. A plus 1 and I is less than B plus 2. I plus plus, C out, I and line, swap A and B. Oh, I guess I forgot to swap it. And then send A and B, and then if we submit it, now that should work. Hey, let's check this out. I'm pretty sure this should work. Hey, is it because of B plus 2? Oh, is this one? Because I'm adding it to itself. So now if we submit this should work. And yeah, it's working, and it worked for all of them. So we basically solved the first one. And then if we check our ranking now, rank list, we see that we're currently at 15982. So now we gotta keep on doing more problems. So the next one we're probably gonna think of doing is probably a problem called grass seed. So with this one, it's a bit different than the other ones. Grass seed. So grass seed is basically, so many years ago, unfruitful day in cubic land. Okay, blah blah blah. All inputs must be okay. So input, one line consists of real numbers that cost us seed to sow 1 square meter, and one line contains an integer, the number of lawns to snow. Our lines contains are given at the most decimal. So it's gonna be a 2 pair 3. Wait, what is this 2? Oh, it's gonna be the cost. It's gonna be the cost, and then we have how many lawns we have to do. So this is the cost and how many lawns we have to do. So what we're gonna be doing is basically calculating the area between the lawns and the length and the width of each lawn. So this is gonna be what, 6, and then we're gonna add this 6, 20, 30. 6, 20, 30. And then we're gonna do all this 6, 20, 30 times the cost. So 6 plus 20 plus 30, and then times 2, which is the cost, is gonna be 112. So that's basically all we're doing for all these. So it's gonna be a pretty quick one, just calculating the area between them. So it's gonna be what, grab this C++ template, paste it right here, delete this, and then double cost sin cost and lawns, sin lawns, how many lawns we have to do, and then we're basically gonna do double the area. Now for every int I equals 0, and then I is less than the lawns we have to do, and then I plus plus, we're basically gonna read in every new value, as in double L and then W, and then we're gonna read both of these values, and then we're gonna do area underscore plus equals the length times the width, and then what's this? Oh, this is just an actual one that we made. And then we're just gonna do C out precision by the nearest tenth. So C out dot precision, because we're dealing with decimal numbers. And then we're gonna do C out fixed area underscore times the total cost of the problem, and then end line. So now if we do this, and now we're just waiting for it to pass, and we passed all the challenges. So now if we check again on Kattis, we should be that we went up, and we're currently at 15,758. So we're almost there. We're almost out of 15, but yeah, that's about it too. Who we're on top of. So we're currently on top of Brazil. This guy's from Brazil. Oops. No one's significant. Looks like it, but yeah, slowly climbing our rankings. But anyway, that's about it for me. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.